I can say that the most painful thing about my story was me and my mom not being close, because I will tell you now that she missed parts of my life that I wish she hadn't missed. Stages I needed advice on, but I couldn't get because we were on two different planets, we were on two different levels. My family pushed me away, so to say. My family were more, I was the dark child. I was the child that she's the one who's never gonna make it in life. I was their child. I was literally, everyone would say, you're gonna fall pregnant before you finish grade 12. You're never gonna make it. You're so stupid. Just because I was the dark child. But I was the smart child. Because as we're speaking now, I'm done with high school. I passed my grade 12. I'm in university, a year left, and I graduate. So besides all that I've went through, I can say that my family pushed me away. I took myself, I comforted myself, I held myself into therapy, into an arms of another woman who I sat with constantly every day crying because there was so much inside I have never brought out. 2008, I got the blessing of my life. I still call her my blessing because I think she's brought the light in me. The love that I looked for so many years officially came when this little girl came. But unfortunately, due to God's hand and circumstances, in 2012, I lost her again. And I lost myself. Because for me, it was like, why would God give me and take away the only person that loved me? Why would I go through so much pain if there is God? I've probably tried committing suicide 8 times. 8 to 6 times, yes. Because of the urge to end the pain I was in. Every morning I go to work, I'm like, let me just throw myself over here. And it's done. Simple, fast and easy. Pain is gone. That strong, driven passion of, let's end it. And sometimes it was also for me to find out who really loves me. Although I was gone and I couldn't see who's coming to my funeral, I would say that was the main reason why I wanted to commit suicide so many times. How many people from my family will come to my funeral? How many friends who are my friends will come to my funeral and actually cry? Because you have so many friends, but how many are actually gonna shed a tear when you are 6 feet underground? To actually see how those people who called me stupid, you won't make it in life, are gonna feel now that I was gone. Will they take back their words, or will they still let me go in the ground with their words said on top of me? If I would have gone through with it, I wouldn't have been here sharing my story, inspiring those who are going through the same thing I went through, because I know so many people who are actually going through the same thing I went through, who, even worse, don't know what to do about it. I've met different women as I went and told my story. As many people ask me, what happened to your arm? And I say, I used to cut myself. I used to run a blade through like I'm chopping onion, and I was chopping my arm. It has caused a lot of damage. I would say, first of all, I am a strong, driven woman. You can be too, but you need to build a foundation whereby you put cement on it, you roll on the ground, and you tell yourself nobody is ever going to get through under that foundation. Under that foundation should be you. That foundation should protect you from anything and anybody who is trying to hurt you or who is trying to make you feel unloved. Fine, they don't love me. It's not the end of the world. As an only child, I had everything I wanted. But besides all that, I didn't want all that. I'd rather have someone who gives me affection on a daily basis than someone who buys me an expensive car. Because at the end of the day, that car will not love me. Same way I will give it affection, wash it every day, pepper spray it. It won't be the same thing. Same way, I like to say this quote, and I like to say to a lot of people, a child who lives in a Kambashu is more happier than one who lives in Ludwigsdorp. Although they are poor, they don't have food, they don't have the luxuries as we do. They have more happiness than money can ever buy.